Hola Year 9 and welcome to lesson 13 of the second summer half term. And today you're looking at mi rutina diaria, which is my daily routine. And here's a list of the equipment you will need for today's lesson. You will need the exercise book the school gave you, your knowledge organiser for module 6 and a pen. So pause to get that ready now and press play to continue. Please remember to email me if you have any questions about the activities in today's lesson, and here's my email address. Plus, please will you submit a photo of your work to class charts at the end of the lesson, or at least within 2 days, to get a very well-deserved achievement point. And thank you for so many of you doing that constantly and providing excellent work so far. Keep up the good work. Gracias. So here we've got the date and the title and the objective. So copia el título, mi rutina diaria, y la fecha, lunes el 13 de julio, y el objetivo, to describe my daily routine. You're then going to do the do now activity, and your task is to just translate the sentences into the opposite language. So 1 and 2, just write the English, and 3 and 4, just write the Spanish, please. Gracias. Well done, chicos. Now let's check your answers. You should have written, I have fish with salad for dinner at 6:30. Dos. My friends have a burger for lunch because it's something quick. So almorzan, check the spelling of that because it is stem changing from almorzar. Okay? And make sure you've got your accent on rápido. Número 3 is desayuno tostadas todos los días. And then number 4, mi madre merienda yogur porque es algo ligero. Okay, make sure you've got that all correct as well. Remember, merienda is stem changing as well from merendar. Okay, well done, Year 9. Pause if you need to double check your answers, and then I'll pass you on to Miss Reardon, who will teach you the rest of the lesson. Gracias, adios.
So to start off, what I'd like you to do, please, is match up this vocabulary. So there'll be a couple there that you'll recognise, and some that I think you can try and work out. For example, if you look at number 7 and number 8, you know the word casa, so you can try and work out which ones go with which. There will definitely be some that are completely unfamiliar to you, and feel free to use word reference if you need to. Okay, chicos, please pause the video now and match up the vocabulary. Excellent, chicos. Okay, we'll go over the answers. Okay, so me despierto is I wake up. Me levanto is I get up. Me ducho is I have a shower. Me afeito is I shave. Me peino is I brush my hair. Me visto is I get dressed. Salgo de casa is I leave home. Vuelvo a casa is I return home. Me lavo los dientes is I brush my teeth. And me acuesto is I go to bed. Muy bien, chicos. Just pause the video for a second, just make sure that you've got them all down correctly. Perfecto, chicos. Now let's do some pronunciation practice. Okay, so let's do some pronunciation practice. So I will say each one, and I'd just like you to repeat it after me. Off we go. Me despierto. Me levanto. Me ducho. Me afeito. Me peino. Me visto. Salgo de casa. Vuelvo a casa. Me lavo los dientes. Me acuesto. Perfecto, chicos. And to practice that once again, please rewind your video by 50 seconds. Excelente. Okay, so now I'd like you to complete the vocabulary learning on Quizlet, please. And what I'd like you to do is number 1, do the match game, and then complete the learn section. So please pause the video now and find a link on class charts to do your vocabulary learning. Off you go. Perfecto, chicos. So I think you'll be feeling a little bit more confident with your vocabulary now. Let's move on and put it all into context. So chicos, here I've got a sentence builder, and this is going to help you make full sentences about your daily routine. So in the first column, I've got sequences and frequency expressions. You could use either or to start your sentence. You'll see that your sequences are in black and your frequency expressions are in purple. So we have primero, firstly, segundo, secondly, tercero, thirdly, luego, then, después, afterwards, más tarde, later, and por último, finally. And then you've got 3 of your frequency expressions which you're really familiar with. Then you've got in the next column, you've got morning routine verbs and then afternoon routine verbs. And then finally, you've got times on the right-hand side. So you know a lot more times than these, but I just put in a couple for you. You've also been over temprano and tarde before. Temprano early, tarde late. The only new piece of vocabulary in this column of times is enseguida, meaning straight away. You're very lucky to be learning that now. I remember not learning the word enseguida until halfway through my time living in Tenerife. I came across it and I thought, oh, that's a really handy word to know. So enseguida, straight away. Repeat that after me. Enseguida. Muy bien, chicos, perfecto. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I am going to say a sentence in Spanish. I'd like you to write down that exact sentence in Spanish, word for word, for what I've said. And then I'd like you to pause the video and translate it to English underneath. Let's go. Primero me despierto a las 6 de la mañana. Primero me despierto a las 6 de la mañana. Pause the video and translate it. Okay, chicos, let's go over the answer. So the Spanish was, primero me despierto a las 6 de la mañana. Make sure you've got that written down correctly in Spanish. And the English translation is, firstly, I wake up at 6 in the morning. Muy bien, chicos. Let's do another one. Siempre me peino enseguida. Siempre me peino enseguida. Make sure you pause the video now and translate it to English. Muy bien. Let's go over the answer. So the Spanish you should have written down is siempre me peino enseguida. And the English translation is I always brush my hair straight away. Muy bien, chicos. Let's just do one more. Por último, vuelvo a casa a las 4 de la tarde. Por último, vuelvo a casa a las 4 de la tarde. And make sure you pause the video to translate it to English. Okay, let's go over the answer. So the Spanish you should have written down is por último. Make sure you've got the accent on the U. Vuelvo a casa a las 4 de la tarde. And the translation is, finally, I return home at 4 in the afternoon. Muy bien, chicos. Okay, so we're now going to move on and do what's called faulty echo. So what's going to happen with this activity is I am going to say each of these 6 phrases twice. The first time I say the sentence, I'm going to say it with perfect Spanish pronunciation. The second time I say it, I'm going to pronounce a word or sound wrong. Just one in the whole phrase. What you have to do is listen really carefully to me say the sentence the first time correctly and then the second time incorrectly, and write down the word or sound that I've got wrong. So for example, if I said me instead of me, you'd write down me. That's what I've pronounced wrong. Okay, let's do number 1. Primero me despierto temprano a las 6 de la mañana. Incorrectly. Primero me despierto temprano a las 6 de la mañana. So write down the word that I pronounced incorrectly. Número 2. Correctly first. Luego me levanto a las 6:30. Luego me levanto a las 6:30. Now I'm going to do it incorrectly. Luego me levanto a las 6:30. Write down the word that I said wrong the second time. Número 3. Más tarde me visto a las 7:15. Second time incorrectly now. Más tarde me visto a las 7:15. Write down the word that I said incorrectly. Número 4. Después me peino a las 7:30. Incorrectly. Después me peino a las 7:30. Número 5. Todos los días ceno patatas fritas tarde a las 8. Incorrectly. Todos los días ceno patatas fritas tarde a las 8. And number 6. Nunca me acuesto temprano. Incorrectly. Nunca me acuesto temprano. Muy bien, chicos. Let's go over the answers. Okay, so I said despierto incorrectly. Number 2, I said media instead of media. For número 3, I said visto when the correct way is visto with a B sound at the beginning. Then I said después instead of después. Then for 5, I said ceno, even though the correct version is ceno. And for number 6, I said temprano instead of temprano. Muy bien, chicos. Okay, let's move on to our final activity. Okay, so in this activity, what's going to happen is you're going to listen to me read a text in English, and the translation of my text is broken up on your screen. You'll see it's in different chunks. So as I speak, what I'd like you to do is write the translation in Spanish in the correct order. So you can pause the video as many times as you need to ensure that you've got time to write the text down in Spanish. You don't need to write down the English, just the Spanish. Remember, pause as many times as you need to get the bit down that you need. Off we go. Every day, I get up at 6 o'clock. From time to time, I wake up earlier. Firstly, I have a shower at 9 o'clock. And I go to school. Later, after school, I have biscuits for a snack at 3:30. Then I return home at 4 o'clock. I never go to bed late because I'm always tired. Muy bien, chicos. Remember, you can rewind if you need to and get your Spanish text written in the correct order. Okay, let's go over the answers. So the English text that I said is at the bottom here, and its Spanish translation is in the correct order now above. Todos los días me levanto a las 6. De vez en cuando me despierto más temprano. So más temprano is earlier. Primero me ducho a las 9 y voy al instituto. Más tarde, después del insti, Meriendo galletas a las 3:30. Luego vuelvo a casa a las 4. Nunca me acuesto tarde porque siempre estoy cansado. Muy bien, chicos. So that takes us to the end of the lesson. Really, really well done for your work today. I'm really impressed with how well you've been getting on. If you've got any extra time or you'd like to do a bit more just to consolidate what we've done today, I'd like you to write 3 sentences using the sentence builder to describe your daily routine. Okay, chicos, as I said, have a great rest of your day and you'll hear from me in your next lesson. Hasta luego!